Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be dissertating and talking about the ruler of the 8th house, posited in the 9th house in the natal horoscope. As most of you know, the 8th house governs astrology, occult matters, transformation, regeneration, uh, things, sexual partner, sex in general, death, taxes. And the 9th house is connected with things of that are, I guess you could say foreign, traveling, higher education, long journeys, and philosophy. And anyway, let me get started. The first thing is that the 8th house can represent the sexual partner, and it might be this person might be attracted to somebody that is of a different culture, different ethnicity, even somebody that might reside in another country. This could be the partner might also be somebody that's very philosophical, very good intellect. It's somebody that is strongly into broad concepts, higher education, person that is very religious. This could be also be somebody, person that has this placement, since the 8th house is connected with transformation, might be, go through some kind of upheaval or some kind of major change in his or her life that is associated perhaps with astrology, that's connected with sex, higher education, religion. There may be an all or nothing approach to these matters as well. This could be a person that might inject some of these things into their philosophy, such as astrology, occult matters, things that are connected, with sex and death, and this could be a strong part of his or her philosophical nature. These things may also be incorporated or injected maybe into their studies, into their higher learning. Taxes might impact the person, to some, might be something where maybe this person has some kind of liability or something owed in, some other country, or this could be somebody that helps, people from other cultures and, places, and, people coming to their country, for example, that person's country, and maybe assist some people, about, the tax system in their own, in their country, and kind of shows them, the ropes, so to speak, as an example. This could also be a person that, you look at, the 8th house, not going to be too fatalistic, but the 8th house is connected with death, and the 9th house, as discussed before, is connected with philosophy, religion, higher education. There might be some kind of figurative death that might be connected with these things, and we look at this, and there might be a death, but there also could be a rebirth or a transformation as well. So I don't want to be too pessimistic regarding this view, but I think it could be something where this person might have some kind of go through some regeneration or change along these lines, and there might be a point in time where this person eliminates certain viewpoints and is somehow enlightened somehow and finds some other I guess you could say belief system or some kind of, or might go through some change in their religion. Another thing I want to backtrack on as far as the sexual partner goes, what I wanted to say is that the 9th house corresponds with the sign Sagittarius. So, the sexual partner might be somebody that has some of those attributes, maybe, of a Sagittarius. Could be somebody that's very expansive, upbeat, jovial, optimistic, has, the strong philosophical nature, has, a very, learned type mind, and person that, that is just, could be very outgoing and gregarious and has strong, philosophical beliefs and tries, sees a lot of very optimistic and sees a lot of positive in things. This could be a person that we look at the eighth house is connected with others' resources as well, and it could be something where the others' resources might shape the person's belief system. It could be something where this person has access to books that are connected with a sexual partner or maybe even a significant other, and starts reading them and is maybe influenced by these things. Person, say, has a sexual partner that has, even, let's just throwing this out there, some kind of exercise equipment, starts using it, and therefore maybe adopts a belief in being very healthy, and decides to stick to a strong workout regime or routine, and inspires this person to be healthy. Anyway, that will conclude this YouTube astrological segment for the ruler of the 8th house, posited in the 9th house in the natal horoscope. Stay tuned next time, where I'll be dissertating and talking about the ruler of the 8th house in the 10th house in the natal chart. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel, but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis on a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because a person astrologically is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.